Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina told Parliament that the government will take action against those who are responsible for the recent failure to send migrant workers to Malaysia. The Premier said this while responding to a question during the question-answer session in the House this afternoon. The Leader of the House said the government had introduced special flights to send workers to Malaysia. All workers were sent to Malaysia through special flights and other regular flights. But many were left out. The reason will be investigated, she said.
কিছু মানুষ আছে কে আগে যাবে সেই দৌড় দিতে যে হাতা খাতা বাড়ি ঘর সব বিক্রি করে তারপরে পথে বসে অথবা সেখানে যদি চলেও যায় বিপদে পড়ে এখন মানুষকে বারবার আমরা বলছি যে এভাবে না যাওয়া তারা সোজাসুজি যেটা নিয়ম সেই নিয়ম মেনে যদি চলে তাহলে কিন্তু এই বিপদগুলির সৃষ্টি হয় না এটা হলো বাস্তব কথা তবে এবারে কি সমস্যাটা হয়েছে অবশ্যই এটা আমরা খতিয়ে দেখছি এবং এর জন্য যদি কেউ দায়ী থাকে অবশ্যই তার বিচার করা হবে আমরা রাষ্ট্র চালাই দেশের মানুষের ভাগ্য পরিবর্তনের জন্য দেশের মানুষের কল্যাণে বহুদলীয় গণতন্ত্রের দেশ বাংলাদেশ যেহেতু বহুদলীয় গণতন্ত্রের দেশ বাংলাদেশ এটা তো মত পথ ভিন্নতা থাকবেই যে যার যেখানে ইচ্ছা সে সেখানে ভোট দেবে সেখানে তো এখন অমুক জায়গায় কে ভোট দিল দেখেই আমরা কিছু করব না সেটা তো না আমরা কাজ করব সুষম উন্নয়ন প্রতিটি এলাকা যথাযথ উন্নত করবার মানসিকতা নিয়ে যে সে দলমত নির্বিশেষে যেই হোক সে সেই সেবাটা যেন পায় সেটাই আমাদের লক্ষ্য আর সেইভাবেই কিন্তু আমরা করে যাচ্ছি
Earlier, the third session of the 12th Jatiyo Shongshad began with Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry in the chair. Later, the Speaker gave the nomination of panel members for the third and budget session of the 12th Jatiyo Shongshad session. The panel members are Captain Retired A.B. Tajul Islam, Muhammad Shahabuddin, Shahriar Alam, Salma Islam and Farida Yasmin. The panel members will chair the Parliament session according to seniority in absence of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker. Besides, the Jatiyo Shongshad unanimously adopted a condolence motion expressing profound shock at the death of Iranian President Dr. Sayyid Ibrahim Raisi and 3 lawmakers of the country. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry moved the obituary motion separately at the beginning of the third session with brief resumes of those who died after prorogation of second session of the 12th Jatiyo Shongshad. The House expressed deep shock at the death of Iranian President Dr. Sayyid Ibrahim Raisi. The Jatiyo Shongshad also expressed condolence over the death of 3 former lawmakers, including 2 ruling Awami League lawmakers, Manu Mojumdar of Netrakora 1 of the 11th Jatiyo Shongshad, M. Monjur Hussain of Faridpur 1, and valiant freedom fighter and Jatiyo Samajtantrik Dal lawmaker, Professor Humayun Kabir Hiru of Borguna 1. The Speaker also expressed deep shock over the deaths of Bangladesh Communist Party CPB advisor Haidar Akbar Khan Rono, former Awami League Assistant Secretary and member of Liberation War Affairs Subcommittee Shofi Ahmed, Juba League Presidium member Abu Ahmed Nasim, former Ukhia Upazila Awami League President Hamidul Haq Chaudhry, and Squadron Leader of Bangladesh Air Force Mohammad Oshim Jawad. The Parliament also expressed deep shock over the casualties caused by recent severe cyclonic storm Remel and the deaths of other people in various incidents at home and abroad in the recent past. The second meeting of the Business Advisory Committee of the 12th Jatiyo Shongshad was held with Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry in the chair at the Shongshad Bhavan today. Committee member and Leader of the House, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, attended the meeting. The meeting was attended among others by committee members including Leader of the Opposition G.M. Qadir, Amir Hussain Amu, Abul Hasnat Abdullah, Sheikh Fazlul Karim Selim, Obaidul Qadir, Rashid Khan Menon, Anisul Haq, Deputy Leader of the Opposition Anisul Islam Mahmood, Abdul Latif Siddiqui, Deputy Speaker Muhammad Shamsul Haq Tuku, Dr. Dipu Moni, Chief Whip Nuri Alam Chaudhry and AKM Rizal Kurim Tanshin. Finance Minister A.H. Mahmood Ali also attended the meeting. The meeting discussed the time allocation for the completion of the activities of the third session of the 12th Jatiyo Shongshad and the duration of the session. The session will begin at 3 p.m. on June the 6th as proposed budget for the fiscal 2024-25 will be placed tomorrow. There will be no session on Friday, Saturday and public holidays. However, sessions will be held on Saturday, June the 22nd and June the 29th. The meeting also decided that the sessions will continue from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day. The session will be adjourned on June the 13th and will resume on June the 19th. The meeting decided that the Speaker will fix the duration of the third session of the 12th Jatiyo Shongshod, considering the amount of business of the Parliament. If necessary, the Speaker is empowered to make any changes related to the time and working days of the session. Senior Secretary of the Parliament Secretariat, K.M. Abdus Salam, moderated the meeting. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said her government aims to protect the country, its people and the nature from natural calamities, urging all to plant saplings at empty places of houses and offices to protect the environment. The Premier said this while inaugurating the National Tree Plantation Campaign, Tree Fair 2024 and the Environment Fair 2024 at the Bangabandhu International Conference Centre in Dhaka, marking World Environment Day. He also conferred Bangabandhu Award for Wildlife Conservation 2023 and 2024, the National Environment Award 2023 and Prime Minister's National Award for Plantation 2022 and 2023 on the winners. Cheques were also distributed among the beneficiaries of Social Afforestation Programme. To protect nature and the environment, she called upon all to plant saplings at empty places wherever they have, either it is in the houses or on the roofs and offices. Everyone should plant trees on the premises of offices, schools, colleges, mosques and madrasas, and even on the rooftops along with houses. She said research continues to develop submergence-tolerant varieties of rice in a bid to sustain food security.
সালে সরকার উৎখাতের আন্দোলনের নামে অগ্নি সন্ত্রাস করে মানুষকে যেমন হত্যা করা আর বৃক্ষ নিধন করা, লক্ষ লক্ষ বৃক্ষ তারা কেটে ফেলে দেয় জামাত, বিএনপি এরা সেই সময়। অর্থাৎ আমরা যেখানে গাছ লাগিয়ে গেছি সেগুলি তারা ধ্বংস করেছে। এটাই হচ্ছে দুর্ভাগ্যের বিষয়। যে কোনো পরিকল্পনা আমরা যখন নেই, উন্নয়ন পরিকল্পনা, সেই পরিকল্পনায় অবশ্যই আমাদের পরিবেশ রক্ষার বিষয়টা, এবং যদি কোথাও আমাদের মানে জায়গার জন্য গাছ কাটতে হয় তো যত গাছ কাটবে তার থেকে 3 গুণ বেশি গাছ তারা লাগাবে, এই শর্তটা কিন্তু আমরা জুড়ে দিই। সেইভাবেই আমরা আমাদের পরিবেশ রক্ষার বিভিন্ন কাজ করে যাচ্ছি, যার ফলে ইতিমধ্যে আমাদের প্রায় 24 পর্যন্ত আমরা এসে গেছি। ইনশাআল্লাহ 25% মধ্যে আমরা আমাদের বৃক্ষাচ্ছাদন করতে পারছি। ইতিমধ্যে আমরা দক্ষিণ অঞ্চলে বিভিন্ন উন্নয়নমূলক কর্মসূচি হাতে নিয়েছি, যার ফলে এবারের যে ঘূর্ণিঝড় আপনারা দেখেছেন, আসলে প্রকৃতি আপন খেয়ালে চলে। আপনারা একটা জিনিস লক্ষ্য করেছেন, এত দীর্ঘস্থায়ী ঘূর্ণিঝড় এবং জলোচ্ছ্বাস এটা কিন্তু অতীতে আমরা কখনো দেখি নাই। কিন্তু আল্লাহর রহমতে আমরা আমাদের মানুষকে যেমন বাঁচাতে পেরেছি, 8 লক্ষ মানুষকে আমরা শেল্টারে আনতে সক্ষম হয়েছি। আমরা চাই যে এই বিপর্যয়, প্রাকৃতিক বিপর্যয় থেকে আমাদের দেশকে রক্ষা করতে, দেশের মানুষকে রক্ষা করতে এবং সেই সাথে সাথে আমাদের খাদ্য নিরাপত্তা নিশ্চিত করতে। সবার আগে আমি একটা অনুরোধ করব, অন্তত আপনারা নিজেরা প্রত্যেকে যেখানেই পারেন গাছ লাগান।
Environment, Forest and Climate Change Minister Sabit Hussain Chaudhry, President of the Ministry's Parliamentary Standing Committee, Dipankar Talukdar, and Secretary Dr. Farhina Ahmed, among others, spoke at the programme. Later, the Prime Minister inaugurated the tree plantation campaign by planting 2 saplings, polash and bell trees, with the theme of Decorate the Countries with Trees, Enrich Bangladesh. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said Bangladesh has learnt to face natural calamities. She said this when President of International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies, Kate Forbes, called on her at her office in Shongshod Bhavan. Deputy Press Secretary to the Prime Minister's Noor-e-Lahi Meena briefed the reporters after the call-on. Sheikh Hasina said that Bangladesh is a country of cyclones and floods, and she thanked the Red Crescent for their activities in Bangladesh. The Prime Minister also recognized Red Crescent's role and activities in Bangladesh during the Liberation War. President of International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies, Kate Forbes, appreciated Sheikh Hasina's leadership. She mentioned that Red Crescent Society is working with the government very sincerely and getting cooperation and assistance from the government. Forbes highly praised kindness of Sheikh Hasina for the forcibly displaced Rohingyas and for giving shelter to them in Bangladesh. She mentioned that Bangladesh has become an example in tackling natural calamities. Prime Minister's Principal Secretary M. Tofazzal Hussain Mia was present among others at the meeting. Vice-Chancellor of Jahangirnagar University, Professor Dr. Muhammad Nurul Alam, called on President Mohammad Shahabuddin at Bongo Bhavan this noon. At a briefing, President's Press Secretary, Muhammad Jainal Abidin, said that during the meeting, the VC informed the President about the overall activities of Jahangirnagar University. President Mohammad Shahabuddin stressed on maintaining an education-friendly atmosphere in the campus to ensure the quality of higher education. The President asked the university authorities to take initiatives so that students can be involved more in non-formal and practical education programs. President's Office Secretary Muhammad Wahidul Islam Khan and high officials were present. Later, Vice-Chancellor of Rajshahi University, Professor Dr. Ghulam Sabbir Sattar, called on President Mohammad Shahabuddin at Bongo Bhavan. During the meeting, the Rajshahi University VC highlighted overall activities and handed over academic planning of the university. The VC invited the President to attend the upcoming convocation of the university. President Mohammad Shahabuddin said that the university is an open field for acquiring knowledge. He stressed on recasting the curriculum of the university so that the students can gain knowledge on contemporary issues and prove themselves worthy in the competitive world. Highlighting the importance of research in acquiring and spreading knowledge, President Mohammad Shahabuddin asked the authority concerned to ensure the quality of research in the university. Secretary to the President were present. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry has said the Budget Help Desk provides answers to various budget-related questions of the parliamentarians effectively by providing information and data. She said the Budget Help Desk will play a pioneering role in motivating the lawmakers to participate in constructive and lively discussions on the budget. The Speaker said this while inaugurating the Budget Help Desk 2024, set up with technical assistance of the European Union at the Shongshod Bhavan today. Senior Secretary of Parliament Secretariat K.M. Abdusalam, European Union Councillor Mikhail Kreja and Finance Division Secretary Khairuzaman Mojumdar also spoke on the occasion. The Speaker said the Budget Help Desk can play a very helpful role for those who are elected to Parliament for the first time. The function was attended by Deputy Speaker Shamsul Haq Tuku, Chief Whip Noor Alam Chaudhry, State Minister for Planning Mohammad Shahiduzaman Sharkar, Whips Iqbalur Rahim, Saimul Sarwar Kamal, Nazrul Islam Babu and Sanjida Khanam, Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Estimates A.B. Tajul Islam, Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Civil Aviation and Tourism Ministry Sajjadul Hassan, Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Public Institutions Abul Kalam Azad, Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Public Administration Ministry Dr. Muhammad Sadiq, Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Government Undertakings Muhibur Rahman Manik, lawmaker Latif Siddiqui and officials concerned from the European Union. Counting of votes in 60 Upazilas in the fourth phase of the 6th Upazila Parishad election is underway. Voting began at 8 in the morning and continued till 4 p.m. without any break. Scores of law enforcers were deployed to hold the polls in a free, fair and peaceful manner. In addition, as many as 166 platoons of BGB members were deployed as mobile and striking forces. A total of 721 candidates are fighting for the posts of Chairman, Vice Chairman and Women Vice Chairman. The first phase of the 6th Upazila Parishad election took place in 139 Upazilas on May the 8th, the second phase in 156 Upazilas on May the 21st, and the third phase was held on May the 29th in 90 Upazilas. Meanwhile, Chief Election Commissioner CEC Qazi Habibul Awal said the fourth phase of the 6th Upazila Parishad election was held in a free, fair and peaceful manner. He said this at a press conference at Nirbachan Bhavan in Agargaon in the capital today. The CEC said 34.3% votes were cast today. The CEC said 28 people were arrested for some isolated incidents, while 9 were convicted for different crimes. He said voting in Bhoirab Upazila has been suspended over incident of ballot box snatching. The CEC also said the suspended elections in 22 Upazilas will be held on June the 9th. Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir said Bangladesh forges friendship with Indian government only, not with any specific party or person. He said this while addressing a press briefing at Awami League President's Dhanmondi office in the capital this evening.
ভারতের জনগণের নিয়ে আমাদের মন্তব্য করার গুরুত্ব ভারতীয় জনগণ ভারতের ভোটাররা যাকে ভোট দিবে মেজরিটি হওয়ার একটা নিয়ম আছে সংবিধানে সাংবিধানিকভাবে গণতান্ত্রিক রাজনীতির ধারা চলতে থাকবে কে এলো কে গেল এটা আমাদের বিষয় আমাদের বন্ধুত্ব ভারত সরকারের সঙ্গে আমাদের বন্ধুত্ব বিশেষ কোনো দল বা ব্যক্তির সাথে আমাদের দেশের যে আইন আছে ডক্টর ইউনূস সে আইন অনুযায়ী বিচার করে আইনের কোনো ব্যত্যয় মামলা তার প্রতি কোনো বিচার করা হবে না তার যেটা প্রাপ্য এবং বিচার সুষ্ঠু বিচারই হবে কোনোভাবে তাকে অপমানিত করার কোনো দুর্বিসন্ধি আমাদের নেই
Obaidul Qadir said Upazila elections were held peacefully, even if there were concerns of conflict.
যেভাবে আশঙ্কা করা হয়েছিল যে উপজেলা নির্বাচন খুবই সংঘাতপূর্ণ সেটা কিন্তু বাস্তবে হয়নি কিছু কিছু বিচ্ছিন্ন বিক্ষিপ্ত ঘটনা ঘটেছে নির্বাচন ছিল শান্তিপূর্ণ এখন ফখরুল বলে দুর্নীতির বিরুদ্ধে আন্দোলন দুর্নীতির বিরুদ্ধে আন্দোলন করবে কে বিশ্ব চ্যাম্পিয়ন দুর্নীতিবাজ দল বিএনপি দুর্নীতির বিরুদ্ধে আন্দোলন করবে এটা বছরের সেরা যোগ
Organizing secretaries of Awami League B.M. Muzammil Haq, S.M. Kamal Hussain and Shujit Roy Nundi were present among other central leaders of the party. Leaders of the newly elected committee of Bangladesh Chalachitra Shilpi Shomiti called on Foreign Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood at the Foreign Ministry today. The Foreign Minister congratulated the new committee and assured them of all-out cooperation. Later, briefing journalists, Foreign Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood congratulated India's NDA alliance for its victory in the Lok Sabha elections. He said Bangladesh has cordial and friendly ties with India, which will continue in the days to come.
গতকাল ভারতের নির্বাচনের ফলাফল ঘোষণা করা হয়েছে এবং সেই নির্বাচনে জনগণ ভোট দিয়ে তাদের প্রতিনিধি নির্বাচিত করেছে নির্বাচনের ফলাফল অনুযায়ী এনডিএ জোট সংখ্যাগরিষ্ঠতা পেয়েছে আমরা এনডিএ জোটকে অভিনন্দন জানাই এনডিএ জোটের নেতৃত্বে খুব সহসা সরকার গঠিত হবে আমরা এতদিন ধরে গত 10 বছর ধরে এনডিএ জোটের নেতৃত্বাধীন সরকারের সাথে কাজ করে বাংলাদেশের মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনা এবং ভারতের মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী এনডিএ জোটের নেতা শ্রী নরেন্দ্র মোদীর নেতৃত্বে আমাদের সম্পর্ক নতুন উচ্চতা উন্নীত হয়েছে ভবিষ্যতের দিনগুলোতেও আমাদের সম্পর্ককে আরো গভীরে প্রতীত করার জন্য এবং সম্পর্কের বহুমাত্রিকতা আরো বিস্তৃত করার লক্ষ্যে একই সাথে উভয় দেশের মানুষ যাতে উপকৃত হয় সেজন্য পিপল টু পিপল কন্ট্যাক্ট আরো বাড়ানোর লক্ষ্যে আমরা কাজ করব এবং আমাদের দুই দেশের সম্পর্ক সেটি মহান মুক্তিযুদ্ধের মাধ্যমে আমাদের যে সম্পর্কের বন্ধন তৈরি হয়েছে সেটি অতুলনীয়
Later, visiting President of the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Federation, Kate Forbes, and UNICEF representative to Bangladesh, Sheldon Yett, paid courtesy call on the Foreign Minister, Dr. Hassan Mahmood. I'll read that again. Paid a courtesy call on the Foreign Minister, Dr. Hassan Mahmood. During the call-on, they discussed different national and international issues, including solving the Rohingya crisis. Earlier, Foreign Minister and environmentalist Dr. Hassan Mahmood planted saplings of fruits and flowers at the garden in his ministry, marking World Environment Day. Secretary of Foreign Affairs Ministry Masood bin Momin was present, among other top-ranking officials of the ministry. The higher secondary school, HSC, and its equivalent examinations will begin on June the 30th. Education Minister Mohibul Hasan Chaudhry said all coaching centres will remain closed from the 29th of June to the 11th of August to hold the examinations peacefully and free from rumours and copy. He said this at a press conference organised by the Education Ministry at the Secretariat in the capital today. The Education Minister said his ministry has completed all-out preparations to hold the examinations successfully. He said the number of examinees and educational institutions has increased this year compared to those in the previous year.
আসন্ন এইচএসসি সমমান পরীক্ষায় প্রশ্নপত্র ফাঁসের গুজব মুক্ত এবং নকল মুক্ত পরিবেশে সুষ্ঠু সুন্দরভাবে অনুষ্ঠানের লক্ষ্যে 29 জুন 2024 হতে 11 আগস্ট 2024 তারিখ পর্যন্ত সকল কোচিং সেন্টার বন্ধ থাকবে। শিক্ষা বোর্ড সমূহের পরীক্ষা নিয়ন্ত্রণ কক্ষের সাথে সংশ্লিষ্ট পরীক্ষা কেন্দ্রগুলো অনলাইনে সার্বক্ষণিকভাবে তথ্যাদি আদান-প্রদান করবেন।
State Minister for Expatriate Welfare and Overseas Employment Shafiqur Rahman Chaudhry said action will be taken if irregularities in sending workers to Malaysia are found. He made the warning today while briefing journalists after the Malaysian High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Hasna Mohammed Hashim, paid a courtesy call on him at his ministry. During the call-on, the High Commissioner said the claim of the recruiting agencies was false. The State Minister said a probe committee has been formed to investigate the Malaysia issue. This committee will find out the reason why many workers could not go to Malaysia by the deadline, he added.
appeal করেছি যে এই অন্ততপক্ষে এই 17,000 যাদের ভিসা পেয়েছে তাদেরকে তাদের দেশে এন্ট্রি এবং কাজের ব্যবস্থা করে দেওয়ার জন্য সেটা আমরা রিকোয়েস্ট করেছি। সরকারি টিম করেছি 6 সদস্য বিশিষ্ট যে এইটা কোন কারণে যাইতে পারে নাই, কি কোন সমস্যা হয়েছে, কাদের দ্বারা এই সমস্যার সৃষ্টি হয়েছে, এই সমস্ত জিনিস খুঁজে বের করার জন্যই আমরা তদন্ত কমিটি করেছি। এই তদন্ত কমিটির মাধ্যমে যাদের বিরুদ্ধে রিপোর্ট আসবে, যারা দোষী সাব্যস্ত হবে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে আমরা ব্যবস্থা গ্রহণ করব। যারা ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়েছে যাদের তালিকা আসবে তাদের ক্ষতিপূরণ দেওয়ানোর ব্যবস্থা আমরা গ্রহণ করব।
On now to international news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to retain power, but his BJP party lost outright parliamentary majority for the first time in 10 years. His NDA bloc secured 293 seats above the 272 mark needed to form a government. Election Commission data shows the BJP won 240 seats, down from 303 in 2019. But the BJP-led NDA alliance, with the support of key allies TDP and JDU, has won 293 seats. The opposition coalition, India, performed far better than expected, securing 232 seats. As the Samajwadi Party kept the India bloc's morale high in Uttar Pradesh with 37 seats, the Trinamool Congress, TMC, another key member of the opposition alliance, won 29 seats in West Bengal, higher than its 2019 tally of 22. The BJP, which had won 18 seats in the last Lok Sabha elections, won 12 seats. In Narendra Modi's Varanasi seat, the Prime Minister won by a much lower margin compared to his 2019 and 2014 victories from the same constituency. In Amethi, a bastion of the Gandhi family, long-time aide Kishori Lal toppled Federal Minister Smriti Irani. Modi thanked voters for their mandate and said he would do everything to eradicate corruption and poverty. The India alliance has not accepted defeat and says it will meet today to decide next steps. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina phoned Narendra Modi and expressed her heartiest congratulations on the victory of the National Democratic Alliance, NDA, in the 18th Lok Sabha elections. While briefing Deputy Press Secretary to the Prime Minister, Noor Elahi Meena, said the Premier phoned Narendra Modi this evening. During the telephonic conversation, Sheikh Hasina extended her heartiest congratulations to Modi on the resounding victory of NDA led by the Bharatiya Janata Party. The Premier said she firmly believed that the friendly and close ties of the two countries will continue in all areas as Modi started the journey with renewed mandates for a rare third consecutive term. Earlier, in a letter dated June the 4th, Sheikh Hasina said she looks forward to working closely with the new government of India in the coming days. Israeli air attacks and shelling have killed at least 15 people in central and southern Gaza, including children, women and policemen, helping protect aid deliveries in the southern city of Rafah. Civilians were killed and injured as Israel announced its ground forces have moved into the Bureij refugee camp in central Gaza's Deir el-Bala, while fighter jets and artillery attack targets in the area. Meanwhile, Hamas says it cannot agree to any ceasefire deal unless Israel makes a clear commitment to a permanent truce and a complete withdrawal from Gaza, as Prime Minister Netanyahu reiterates the war will continue until the group is eliminated. At least 36,586 Palestinians have been killed and 83,774 wounded in Israel's war on Gaza since October the 7th. US President Joe Biden today began a state visit to France, marking 80 years since the World War II D-Day landings, with a new war shadowing Europe as Ukraine battles Russian invasion. Along with French President Emmanuel Macron, British King Charles III and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Biden will on Thursday remember the heroism of the Allied troops who gave their lives often far from home in the landings on June the 6th, 1944, to free Europe from Nazi occupation. Biden was welcomed by Prime Minister Gabriel Attal at Paris Orly Airport. Biden was also expected to promote America as a defender of democracy and international alliances during his state visit that will last to Sunday. A Boeing spacecraft carrying two NASA astronauts has launched its historic crewed maiden voyage. The astronauts, Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams, are attempting to become the first humans to travel to space in Boeing's Starliner craft. They are expected to spend one day in orbit before docking with the International Space Station. The past two attempts to launch a crewed Starliner to the International Space Station, ISS, were aborted because of technical problems. The mission comes after years of development and costly setbacks for Boeing's Starliner, which aims to compete with SpaceX's Crew Dragon spacecraft. On now to weather. The Met Office, in its weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow, said light to moderate rain or thunder showers accompanied by temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at most places over Rangpur, Mymensingh and Sylhet divisions, and at a few places over Rajshahi, Dhaka and Chattogram divisions, one or two places over Khulna and Borishal divisions. Besides, moderately heavy to heavy falls may occur at places over Rangpur, Mymensingh and Sylhet divisions. Night and day temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the country, said the Met Office. Now some sports news. Ireland have set a victory target of 97 for India in the ICC T20 World Cup in New York. India won the toss and sent Ireland to bat first. Ireland were all out for 96 in 16 overs. And now to end the news, here once again are the main points. The first budget session of the 12th National Parliament begins with annual budget for 2024 to 2025 fiscal year to be placed tomorrow. Government working to ensure balanced development for all, irrespective of political affiliations, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. National Tree Plantation campaign gets underway as Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina calls upon all to plant at least one sapling of fruit, forest and herbal trees each. Bangladesh forges friendship with Indian government only, not with any specific party or person, says Obaidul Qadir. HSC and equivalent examinations to begin on June the 30th, all coaching centres to remain closed from June the 29th to August the 11th. Narendra Modi, elected leader of the BJP-led coalition, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina congratulates Modi for winning elections in India. And the match between India and Ireland going on in the ICC T20 World Cup cricket in New York. That's all from the newsroom at this moment. Thank you for staying with us. If you can, please do join us for our 11:30 news in Bangla. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.